Hi, I'm Pat Luke with Luke Photography. I want to show you a tip that we did for hanging muslins on a wall. We have a track system up at the top of this brick wall here. We installed the track. We didn't want it low on the wall because then it would show up in every photo in every session because we do a lot of high ones. So we wanted to raise the track higher, but we wanted to keep the muslins low. As you can see, they're flush with the floor there, so we needed to make them a certain distance off that track. So we came up with this little hanger system, which has just framing wire from picture framing. We made a loop at the top, and that fits over the roller that slides in the track. We've got 11 inches of wire, and then the muslin clip is at the very bottom, and that attaches to the top of the muslins, as you can see there. So to do this quickly and without measuring every time, we came up with a little system for quickly making them exactly the same length every time. All right, to get our hangers all exactly the same length, I made this little jig out of a piece of plywood where there's two finishing nails in the right there to hold the clip in place that attaches to the muslin. And then there's a series of holes drilled an inch apart, and I have a bolt set in the 11-inch mark, so each one of these hangers is going to be exactly 11 inches long. So she's going to go ahead and place the clip, the muslin clip in there, assembled. Insert a wire to go through it with about an inch tag, and then kind of wrap it around itself. So, and we'll finish that off later. And then when she does that, she's going to put two pieces of heat shrink tubing onto the wire, which will be shrunk in place after the assembly, the finish of this. So the clip goes in there. She wraps it twice around that bolt, which gives us a small eyelet, which will hang from. Cut a length of that off, so it's only an inch tag long, and then wrap that around itself. Now, once the heat shrink tubing is placed on the ends where the tags are, then she'll use a heat gun to shrink that tubing in place. And what that does is it ties that, it makes sure that wrapped around wire is not going to unravel. And sometimes the sharp ends of those wires can prick you, so you don't want to get stuck by those. So once that heat shrink tubing is shrunk, that's not going to go anywhere. And when we're done, we have exactly an 11-inch long piece of wire that's always going to be exactly the same height.